Will it work any better than it did before? I don't know. We're having some serious issues here, folks. Very serious issues.
All right, there it is.
It's working? For now? But we ain't nobody here.
I can't open,
Hello.
I can't open the chat though.
Hello.
Oh, there it is.
Is it working?
Mm-hmm.
1. Max is number 1. Lex says, okay, we're back on again. We're having some serious issues with our internet. So far, the internet here in the rural countryside is terrible. I miss Starlink. I wish that there was some, maybe there is, but no one's told me yet. I wish there was some kind of satellite equivalent to Starlink here in Russia, because it was very quick and efficient. And we only have internet through cell towers, and it's very unreliable and slow. And our home internet keeps crashing. I don't know why, but it does. So we'll have to get that sorted out. But we're working now. 67 of you on here. Sorry for the delay. We're back on again, and we're rolling. Is this the mouse I'm using?
Mm-hmm.
What's with the other mouse? That's for my computer. All right. Good to have you all with us again. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way in the door, please and thank you. YouTube has been squishing our channel. It seems like they don't like where we live.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could give it a thumbs up, share as much as possible, it would be a huge help to us as our channel seems to be shrinking. Hello from Northern Ireland. That's the place I would love to visit someday.
Mm.
Hey from Ontario, hello again. Hi from Yekaterinburg, UK can see you. Greetings from Sochi. Hi, Privyet from Florida. Hello from Texas. Greetings from Tashkent. Hi again. It looks like something went wrong with the internet. It sure did. Hello from Moscow. Hello from Germany. Hello from Moscow. Hello from St. Pete. Good evening, comrades. Hello, workers. Hello from Ufa. I think I caught up. Unless it crashed again. Hello from Samara. So as I was saying earlier, we've had a great week. Not as productive as I was hoping, because the job we're doing is taking longer than it could because of the materials we're using. That's all I can give you for a hint. You have to stay tuned. But we're doing the best we can, and we're moving along. I'm pretty happy, and things are taking shape. I have a deadline. I would like to get everything looking as close to finished as possible by June 18th. June 8th, right? 18th?
Mm-hmm.
June 18th is when we started digging on this farm and started building a house. And so by June 18th of this year, I'm hoping to have a bunch of projects wrapped up. So there's another hint what we're working on. But you'll see the video this week. Check it out.
The Netherlands.
Hello from the Netherlands. Came in immediately liked. Well done. Thank you very much. There's a bunch of you that haven't done it yet. Hit the thumbs up. It costs you nothing. It's right underneath Anneesa's shoulder, right over here. There somewhere. There's a thumbs up button.
If you're on a cell phone, you have to go back out.
Oh, it might be
out
different.
of the chat and then hit play.
Hello from Norway. Hello from Saratov. Greetings from Kaluga. Hello from Chechen, Grozny, North Kavkaz. Oh, Caucasia 95 region. Another area I would like to visit. Guys, why aren't the subscribers growing? This doesn't happen.
We have our thoughts on that.
We're pretty sure it's because of where we live. Honestly, that doesn't make any sense. For 7 months, it hasn't moved. And
before we were getting about 1,000 subs a week.
A week, or more.
Yeah. And
it was growing very, very fast until it hit 197, and now it's stuck.
Well, we were about 198, and then we were like 2,000, about 2,000 away from 200,000, and then, I don't know, something just...
So, all of you could share the videos. If you want to help us, that would be massive, because we are really stuck, and we would like to grow a little more.
Yeah.
Hello from Vancouver Island. That's another place I have not been. Ludmila, good evening from Moscow. Victoria, greetings from California. Vladimir, greetings. Good evening from Urenburg. Hello from Kenya. Cool. Eugene. Alexander, amazing how much you did in 1 year. Yeah, we got a lot done. It's tiring. I figure it takes. We haven't made any profits yet, only one, which is scary in itself because we only have so much to spend before we run out. And I don't want, if at least in Canada, if I ran out of money, I can just go get a job. Here in Russia, that's a big challenge, of course, because I don't speak Russian, not very well. So we're really hoping that doesn't happen, that we will have enough to make it through and then get this farm producing an income. It would be really good. Live from Russia, I'm in Krasnodar. It was 29 degrees Celsius today. Well, it wasn't that warm here, but it was warm. Probably 24.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Something. It was a very nice day. Absolutely gorgeous. Stream in portrait mode and you will get way more views. Why would that be?
Not sure.
Good evening. Cheers from Byron. Teresa and Steve, 1 day at a time. Hey guys, Mitchell, Ontario here, sending hugs. Thank you very much. Mitchell is a beautiful area. Too expensive, but it's a beautiful area. Alexander, 30 to 40,000 views per video almost daily with 200,000 subs is really, really good. It makes no sense you're not growing in subs. Well, that's why we think it's suppression, for sure. Now, I don't want to complain because there's other channels that have disappeared completely. That would be worse. So I'd rather stick with no growth than lose it completely. Gregory, hello again. Sophie, greetings to the whole family. Mila, how is your garden doing? Pretty good.
It's going.
Yeah.
Needs water.
Can I tell them what stuff's growing? Or?
Sure.
Yeah. So sunflowers, we planted lots of sunflower. They're up about this much. The corn's up about this much. The peas are probably up about this much. No beans yet, right? No, they just got planted. Oh, watermelon. We got watermelon that's up. Strawberries, well, we planted plants, so but they're doing good. Apple trees that we planted are doing good. What else is up?
How do you know?
Can't think of it. She put the tomatoes out in the garden now, so but I mean they started them in the house, so they're I don't know, they're pretty big too. And bought some. You bought some tomato plants too, I guess, and some peppers. So yeah, pretty good. The garden is kind of dry on the one end. Now people said it's because we tilled too early. That could be. I don't know. I just tilled for the neighbor again, and the same one I did before, and it all come down up clumpy as well. It's like the soil really holds on to moisture, and then when you try to rototill it, it stays in big clumps. So I don't really know what to do about it because you guys said that it's tilling it too early. Maybe, but it doesn't dry up. So what are you supposed to do? Need hugs? Night night. Love you. You want to say bye? Or say hi?
Night.
Night night. Say it in Russian.
Spokojnej nocy.
There you go. Love you. You too?
Spokojnej nocy.
Well, dobry wieczór. That's not really good night, I guess.
Good morning.
No, wieczór is night.
Good
Evening.
Good
evening.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yep. Do you need a hug too, buddy?
Did you want to say something to him?
You want me to cover you? You don't want to be on? Love you. Night night. Have a good sleep. What is this here that's stuck in my way here?
Just exit right
How? There's an X. I didn't see one. Aha. Хорошо. How's your garden doing? I said, don't ask me why, but it works. Okay, well, we already started this way. Gets it into short feeds. So this is for live from Russia. Are you speaking strictly about lives? Like do a live stream in portrait? A lot of people complained they didn't like it when I do that. I did it accidentally and people didn't like it. Hello from
We could try it like
Lipetsk.
that. We could try it like that another time. Like
Yeah. see
like
how it goes.
walking around and stuff.
Yeah, we could do that. Good morning from Washington State. House 84. Arend, under one of Cora's videos, someone suggested she should shoot short blogs in Russian herself. I think that's not a bad idea. I'll wipe the hater's nose and it'll be a good language practice for Cora. Yes, of course, that would be up to Cora, whether she wants to or not. She's getting more comfortable with it, but the kids don't all like the camera and don't all want to be on the camera. Some of them actually don't like it at all. So we leave that up to them to decide for sure. But I think she's really good at it personally, and kind of just natural at it. She does a really good job taking footage as well. RTM, hello everyone. Hello ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see. Where are the likes? I don't know. There's 219 people here and only 126 likes. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. St. Petersburg. Whoops. Where did we go? Gregory, have you bees already? No, we do not. Not yet. All in due time. If we rush into too many things, it won't get done right. So we're focusing on building still right now. And we are hoping, we have applied for a grant. We're hoping we can get dairy cows this summer. And we are also going to be getting sheep soon. I'll explain that in another video sometime. But we're hoping we'll be able to get, well, we should be able to have no problem getting sheep this summer. And then the gardens, we're getting those ready. Greetings from Nizhny Novgorod. Greetings from the homeland of P.I. Tchaikovsky. Arsenia, hello again. So what's the device behind your right shoulder? This side is left shoulder. That's the right shoulder. I think you're talking about this. I answered it earlier. And it is a press for making mugs. Making mugs like this that we have for sale on our VK page. And the link for that is usually in the description. So this part is for mugs. This one here is for ball caps right now, baseball hats. There's also an adapter for making shirts. You could make something like this. And there is an adapter for making plates for, what do you call it? It's not ironing, I guess, but heat pressing something onto a plate. I don't have an example. But anyway, you get commemorative plates. Maybe you've been married 25 years or something. I know that's a Dutch thing. And the plate says 25, happy anniversary, yada yada. So that's where. Someone texting me something. Scoot you back. Anneesa's hiding over here. I'm all alone. It's hard. No, I have not found a bank to do that. I wonder now with BRICS if there isn't a possibility of doing it through BRICS Nation, but again, I don't know. Thank you for your videos. They truly warm my heart. I watch every single one. Thank you very much. I think we're cutting out here again. The stream looks terrible on here, but I hope you guys can still see. Hi from Manchester, UK. Wish you and the family all the best. Jane Jones. I learned a great trick about learning a foreign language recently. Put name stickers on pretty much everything around you. Waiting to see Aaron putting stickers on dogs and chickens. Sabaka and Kuritsa, I already know. But you get these different tenses, right? So we're discussing that with my friend Max today about, so I like to eat beef, right? And so we have cow and beef, he rightly pointed out. I was like, why can't they be the same in Russian, right? So korov would be, or korovka would be a cow, and I like to eat korovka. So when I go and order kinkali or something, I say with korov. They'll ask me if you want kuritsa, and I say нет, korovka. But it's not that. It's actually, and I forget it again, there's a word for beef. Anyway, remembering all those differences, that's the challenge. And then you need even more sticky notes. I don't know English, but I understood the guys. Govyadina? That doesn't sound right either. Govyadina. Something like that. Gary, hi from Highland Scotland Hill Farm. Subtitles are off. Nothing is clear. There is never subtitles on YouTube live. Not until after they post. This is a live right now. Kaliningrad welcomes Russian Canadians. Thank you very much. You know, I was thinking of something today and how it's important for farmers to feed the nation. And all of my thoughts as I was going was not feed the Russian nation, it was feed my nation. And I was like, it just dawned on me all of a sudden while my thoughts were running. And I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm including myself. I definitely feel like I belong here. And I hope you guys feel that we belong here as well. Good evening, Aaron. Hello from Slovakia. Good evening from Dimitrov, Moscow region. I wish you all the best. Let all your dreams come true in Russia. Thank you very much. Jam, hello from Canada. I enjoy reading the chat. There are people from all over the world. Isn't that something? It's a wild. It still blows my mind, you know, where people come from all over. It's really neat. Sometimes people post just that. I'm from this country, I'm from that country. It's pretty neat. Center of Audit and Advisory, what do you enjoy the most about Russian traditional values? Well, I don't know what a Russian traditional value is. I just know what traditional values are, and those are based on the Bible. They are Christian moral principles. I watched something earlier this week. I was reading, actually, and it was talking about this guy who was an atheist, who didn't believe in God, but he loved studying history. And in his studies, he was studying through, Greek, Roman, all these past nations, these past empires, and how brutal they were, and how he couldn't put himself in those shoes. Like people killing babies on purpose, just butchering people, beheading people, crucifying. It was just really disgusting, horrific stuff that past nations did on a regular basis. You look at the Spartans, they were absolutely brutal to their own children in raising military might and conquerors. And it's just not something he could ration with, and he didn't understand why that was. And finally, he came to the conclusion that the moral values that we hold to today all come from the Bible. To take care of the widow and the orphan, to treat others with dignity and respect, to not have slaves, to treat women as equals. All these good principles all are based in Christianity. And so traditional values to me belong with Christianity, with Christian nations, and they are a product of Christ and of Christianity and of the church. So my traditional values would be the same as those, and not everybody in any country shares them per se, but I believe Russia is heading in a godly direction. That doesn't mean everybody here is, and it doesn't even mean that everybody in their heart is a professing Christian or goes to church. It just means that the guiding moral principles and values are still held here, as they were in all of Christendom. And even though people don't necessarily go to church, those values still persist here, and people still share them and treat each other with dignity and respect here. And I find that seriously lacking in the West. You anytime, go turn on your YouTube, go turn on your Telegram, or not your Telegram, your Twitter, or whatever you want, and you see people yelling at each other or beating each other up, or just utter nonsense that you see. The people there's no respect. I go on the subway here, and what do I see? Some young person get up so an old person can sit down. That's awesome. That's how it should be. That's a traditional value on its own. That's how every nation should be. But I don't see that in the West, right? I see videos of young people beating up old people, and I think, what happened? Where did it go so wrong? So traditional values, I enjoy just living in this country and seeing respect. It's not sure, there's exceptions, of course, but by and large, it's super respectful and courteous and kind, and people still care, and those are traditional values. Wilbert de Vries, hello from Mercy, Spain. Yep, we moved. I was just going to say, what is a Dutchman doing in Spain? To those who don't know, de Vries would be definitely a very Dutch name. By the way, we'll be in Russia in a month or two. Well, feel free, if you're in our area, to shoot me an email. Anneesa and I just met with a man from Edmonton on Friday night, I think it was. There's more people coming for sure. Red Mila, will you fence the perimeter to keep your animals in? Yes. Right now we can't afford that much fence. It's a lot of fence, but as we can afford it, we'll put in more fence. We've got posts in already, and we will be fencing some of the land this year, but we can't do it all. Good evening. You get broadband connection all the way in your house, or do you have satellite internet? I don't even know if they have satellite internet in Russia. I have no idea. We are using internet from tonight from cell phone. But hey, but we have it, like, it comes from a tower. We have satellite or not satellite, just cell service, cell tower. Video is not great. What counts is audio. My apologies if I'm sniffling a little bit. My nose is a bit plugged. Beef. So it translates as beef. He probably had the Russian word written there.
Yeah, it was the same as what I gave.
Okay. Warm greetings from Kostroma. I don't know why, but I like that name, Kostroma. Sounds nice. I see a lot of Russian haters on social media. I tell them to watch Countryside Acres. Thank you very much. Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation in the West. It's false. People need to come here and see it for themselves. Aaron, I am very interested in how in Canada small farmers slaughter cattle, bulls, and pigs, and how they are cut up. I'm interested in small farmers who want to keep the meat for themselves. I will do videos on it. If you go back on our channel, I have done one on cow. I don't know if I ever did one on a pig, but I did do one on a cow. How we up? Basics. I didn't show detail, and I will do that again here. I'm not an expert butcher.
We don't get paid for those videos either.
No, I don't. I think they demonetize those, but it is something we do. We harvest our own cows, pigs, chickens, ducks, geese. It's not that complicated. Don't get too stressed out about the particular cuts. Just focus on getting it done. In Canada, you can't sell the meat. If you're going to do it for yourself, that's fine, but you cannot butcher an animal and sell it. That's against the law. You have to bring it to an abattoir, and it has to be provincially inspected meat. At least in Ontario. Saskatchewan, you can sell meat. Hello, do you know how to use manure, cow cake, in accordance with Russian law? You will be fine if you do not know it. Federal law, you can read with blah, blah, blah. Well, manure needs to sit in storage for 1 year here. The silly thing is that if the cow poops in the barn, I have to stack that manure and save it for 1 year and then test it before spreading it on the land. But if I let the cow out on the grass, she can poop out there and there's no testing requirement, and that makes no sense. But it is a law here, yes.
And we work with the government to figure all this.
Yeah, we work very closely with the Minister of Agriculture and the government here, so we're well aware of what laws we can and cannot do.
At the moment.
Samira welcomes our Canadians. Thank you. Where's the family from Canada that arrived? So they were in this area. They looked for a house. They could not afford one here, and so they found a cheaper one 2 hours away, and they are in the process of doing some work on it and moving there. Somewhere in Russia. Hi, Aaron from St. Pete. Have you heard about the situation with the Boers in South Africa? They are of Dutch origin, essentially your countrymen. What do you think about it? Well, that situation's been going on for many years. When I managed a feedlot in southern Alberta, we ran into former Boers, South African farmers there, who had left because things were not going well, mainly because land is being taken from them. Basically being pushed out. Many of them are being killed. It's horrific. It's terrible. Government there doesn't seem to want to help them out, and I urge many to come here. There's opportunities here, so try it. Hello from MN, Minnesota, maybe Montana. No, Montana's MT. I would say MN's probably Minnesota, but I don't know. Have you had any plans of buying some goats? Not right now. In the future, probably some meat goats. We actually used to milk 300 goats. We had a goat dairy farm. I was right with Minnesota. Yeah. We had a goat dairy farm for about 5 years, roughly. Well, more than that. We've had 2 goat farms. The first one didn't work out very well. The second one worked out very well. We did a good job, and we had we sold genetics actually all over Ontario at that time. At this point, no, we have no intentions of getting goats. We will get sheep, but eventually, yes. Probably just meat goats, though. Home is where your heart. Wow, that's too high. It says we're live again. Is it working this time? Maybe. Yep, there we go again. Then praise blessing you, wonderful way of life. Strong summer, hot evening from Moscow. Did Nizhny already assess to summer? Yes, it is. It's very warm. Hello from Wyoming. Beautiful. If you don't think those things don't happen in Russia, you're somewhat sheltered. What things are we talking about?
You were saying how it's so nice.
They're better in the West than they are in Russia. Then you are somewhat sheltered, because I can guarantee you, having been all over, it's much better here in Russia. Hello from Volgograd. Welcome to Russia. Live from Russia. People are